You spend an hour every week turning your Google Sheets into presentable reports. What if I told you that hour can become one prompt and one agent that creates the report for you? In this video, I will show you how you can use AI agents to create reports from your data.
Okay, so to create a dashboard using agents, so first you have to go to chat.ajelix.com because that's the tool that we're going to use. And this is how the interface looks like. And so let me just start with adding a prompt. So I have already prepared here a prompt. So it's the Google Sheets report. The prompt, I will also add it in the description under the video in case it's useful for you. And yeah, basically the prompt, we're asking the AI to analyze the sales data, build a modern interactive report with clear KPIs, actionable insights. Okay, so we also added the brand colors and also asked him to include our logo. And yeah, at this point, we need to include a Google Sheets link that I have already copied. This is how the data on Google Sheets looks like. There are like several things, like, I don't know, I got this data online. So there is the total revenue, total cost. So pretty basic sales data file. Before adding Google Sheets link, you should always make sure that the spreadsheet is shared with anyone with a link, because otherwise AI won't be able to access the report. So it's yeah, so always remember that AI should be able to access the file if you want the analysis. Okay, so before hitting send, you have to make sure that you are in the agent mode. And the difference between agent and chat is that chat is for planning and for light tasks and research and just doing simple tasks daily. However, the agent mode is for actual to actually finish the tasks. Like it can reason, it can finish the errors, it can research the web, learn the documentations, and just do everything to just accomplish the goal. It will take longer. Agents can reason. They can call 50 actions just to complete a task, but they will continue doing it until they succeed. So at this point, this use case, we need to use the agent mode for better output. The next thing is that we need to set the model. Here we can see that it's chosen the model that is preset right now. It isn't as intelligent. It's fast, okay, but it isn't as intelligent. So for this use case, I want to get the ultimate output, the best output I can get. So I'm going to use this model, which you can see here is more intelligent, and it is slower because it is more intelligent. So he has to work through everything. So I'm going to stick with the more qualitative output because I really want to see what AI is capable to do. And so yeah, and basically we're hitting send. And at this point, AI is starting to reason and preparing a workflow plan for this specific prompt to complete the task. And so let's wait for, yeah. So at this point, usually when we provide a prompt and ask an agent to do something, it usually provides a workflow plan, like in this case. And so we can see what kind of tasks AI will do. And we can either accept the task and tell him to start doing this, or we can add additional things. So I think this is super useful because at this point we can see the reasoning behind and understand if the agent has really understood the prompt that we just sent. So yeah, at this point everything looks good. So I'm just going to click send, and the agent is starting to work. It will take some time, couple of minutes. So at this point, I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to return to you after the AI has created the report. So we're back with the asset that AI has generated. So let me just take it back to where we press the button to start the task. And so AI did a couple of actions. So it took him, I would say, around 7 minutes. So he did perform several actions. He reasoned. There were like network issues, but he still managed to do all the work. So, and yeah, so then he provided a summary, and then he provided like an HTML file, which isn't something that I wanted because I wanted to see the dashboard here in the interface. So I asked him to provide it as an asset here. He did. He think for a little bit, and then he generated an asset that is easily viewable here in the chat. So let's take a look at what he generated. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is the report from the Google Sheet that we provided earlier. So I can see that he managed to squeeze in logo quite pretty. So yeah, here are like the total revenue, the metrics, the charts, and the top categories of the products, the revenue trend, the top performing countries. And here we can also see that there are like several key insights and recommendations. And yeah, well, actually, this looks pretty good. Let's take a look if the export report button works. So here we can see he's loading. Okay, so it could be prettier, but to be honest, everything works here. So I'm super amazed by that and super happy about that. And okay, so at this point, we can see that I would say that here some of the colors, they are not that viewable. So what we can do further with this asset? At this point, we can save it. Let's save it into our workspace, and later on we can always find it here in my assets section. So here is the Ajelix Sales Analytics dashboard that we just saved. And at this point, of course, if you are more technical, then you can switch to the code, but I'm not a developer, so I can't use it. So for more technical people, that's an option. But at this point, here's a button, AI Improve. So what I'm going to do right now, I will ask AI to improve the contrast ratio for the chart so it's better. I can read it, you know. Okay, so improve the contrast ratio for the charts so I can read the labels for the axis. I'm not sure if you will understand me. Contrast ratio for the chart, revenue by region, so I can read the labels for the axis. Okay, so I hope he will understand me. Okay, and he did actually, and it looks pretty good. And at this point, I can either accept the changes or I can cancel it. Of course, I will accept it because he did what I asked him to do. And so, yeah, and this is actually how you can iterate. For example, you can add additional filters or slicers, or you can ask AI to remove some parts of the report or change the colors. And this is how you can, I would say, vibe code the dashboards or reports. And this also works for landing pages or applications. You can do all of this here on this interface. Another thing that you can do at this point, so as the prompt, initially we wanted to share this report with someone. So at this point, we can go back here on the bottoms, and here we can press the publish button here. And now that we have published it, we can just press the copy link, and we can just share the link with anyone basically. And the best part about it is that we can easily embed this dashboard. And for example, when the data changes, we can ask AI to change it, to refresh the dashboard, and the same link will work for this asset. And we can we can create a workflow using all of this. Okay, so this is how you can create a dashboard using Google Sheets. So let me just show you a couple of examples that I created previously from several data sets. So for example, here is the financial performance dashboard that I created recently. So this is how it looks like. I actually did, I think, a video on this. So here, yeah, the insights, you can see the tables and everything. So there was another one. For example, here it's also everything is just dynamic and interactive. And then I did one with filters. So for example, here the beauty, the so yeah, like everything works and everything is super interactive, and you can adjust it and fine tune it. And yeah, so basically everything is built from from AI agents and from real data. But that's not everything that you can do. Basically, you can create several like Excel files, you can perform analysis, you can actually build an applications. For example, I did a application on, for example, customer satisfaction survey here. So everything was created here. The landing pages we did. So this was just a one prompt shot, and we got this uh, presentation, not the landing page, that we can further use somewhere else, and Monte Carlo simulator that we did. So everything is super interactive, and everything works like an application. So you can actually build something useful, for example, like here QR code generator, and you can adjust it the way you need for your business needs, and use it here in the workspace. You don't have to deploy it or anything. You can just share it with your team, and everything is already here usable. And yeah, so thank you very much for staying that long. So again, if you're interested in using AI agents, just make sure to go to chat.ajelix.com, sign up. We have a free tier where you can try out if this is the solution for you. But I mean, the possibilities that you can do here are just amazing, and there are actually no boundaries at all. So yeah, make sure to, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below if you enjoyed it, and what exactly did you find amazing or not, or maybe you have other things that you would find useful if I would film a video for you on specific use cases. So yeah, drop a comment below, and I will make sure to interact with you and follow up on the use cases. So yeah, thank you very much for joining, and have a good one.